Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pandas offense takes the field to start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Pandas will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner goes down. So Western Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He fires one deep down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Briggs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Broncos are on the move. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. And the Pandas have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
It's kind of tough when QBs drop back and they're trying to protect the football and throw it. A lot of times you get some good shots. And if you rip it, you can cause an even bigger play and get that fumble and go to the sack.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why...
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll line up for a second down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And that pass intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it, and they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Pandas will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on third and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 6th play of the drive coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Steps away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Pandas will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner is stopped. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops.
Open runway ahead. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Pandas decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to the air one more time. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, give him the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water itself.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off play action on 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
He'll do it himself. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Pandas will punt it away on 4th down.
Punt formation to kick it away.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes it on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Pandas send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
31. Pandas.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got his man to the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking for a man on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And defense got gashed, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They go to the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Pandas will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10.
1st down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flips it out to the back. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Lets it go to the end zone. And he intercepts it.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And now this offense will take the field again. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Pandas will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The offense set for a first down play. The back goes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Can't connect on his first throw. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20.
First down for the offense.
The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal.
Western Michigan.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down. Know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Line gets set, 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking down the middle. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Western Michigan.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To throw, it's Wicks. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's got him this time.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
And the Pandas will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The lone back's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. The give to the right. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
Power football with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Western Michigan, 52. Pandas, 3.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Western Michigan, 59. Pandas, 3.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And down he goes back at the 3.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good at every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.